We are going to introduce the Chugoku division. So this is an outline for today's presentation.
The Chugoku region covers an area of 31,900 kilometers, 8.44% of the national total, approximately 350 kilometers from east to west.
Geographically, the Chugoku Mountains run east to west with steep terrain along the Japan Sea coast and relatively gentle hills along the Seto Inland Sea coast, while plains are spread out on a small scale along the lower reaches of rivers. The climate of Chugoku region can be said to be relatively mild, but it can be divided into two major climatic zones: the Sea of Japan style climate and the Seto Inland Sea style climate. Depending on the region, annual precipitation tends to be heavily during the rainy season and the winter in the area from the Sea of Japan coast to the Chugoku Mountains, while it is low throughout the year in the Seto Inland Sea area. On the other hand, the Chugoku region has few typhoons, but is subjected to localized heavy rain caused by rainy season fronts.
The biggest population in this region is about 2.7 million, and it is Hiroshima. There is Itsukushima Shrine, an atomic bomb dome. The second is Okayama, which has about 1.9 million people. It is famous for Momotaro, and there are two castles. One is Kinojo, the middle yellow one, which is chosen for 100 famous castles in Japan. Another is Matsuyama-jo, and it is the only one castle on the mountain which has a castle tower, Tenshu. The third is Yamaguchi, which has about 1.3 million people. Ito Hirobumi, who is the Japanese first prime minister, and Abe Shinzo are from Yamaguchi. The second smallest population is about 670,000, and it is Tottori. It has the second largest number of kohun, an ancient tomb in Japan. The smallest population is about 550,000, and it is Shimane. There is Matsuejo, the black right one, which is the Japanese traditional treasure, and Itsukushima Shrine. Let me introduce local specialty. Tottori is famous for Sakurakyo and Matsuba crab, and Okayama is famous for muscat and somen pumpkin, the yellow apple one. Shimane is famous for tsuda kabu, turnip, and shinjiko shijimi, clam. Hiroshima is famous for onshu mikan and kuai, arrowhead. Yamaguchi is famous for anbeifu, wheat bran, and atsumaron.
In this section, we will introduce some famous alcoholic beverage from the Chugoku region. Here's a list of beer from the Chugoku region. There are 12 local beers in Tottori, 14 in Shimane, 18 in Okayama, 11 in Yamaguchi, and 20 in Hiroshima. These are not small numbers compared to other prefectures. From this list, we will introduce one famous delicious beer from each prefecture in the Chugoku region. Tottori beer, Daisenji beer, is locally produced for local consumption, using natural water, locally grown berry and rice, and hops grown on the premises. Shimane Prefecture has Matsue Beer Balloon, which incorporates traditional beer-making methods from around the world while adapting them to the delicate tastes of the Japanese. Okayama offers Session IPA, a beer with citrus flavors and hop bitterness. Hiroshima is Miyakojima Beer, a small craft brewery established in 2010. This is new Hiroshima's souvenir that is becoming popular among women. Yamaguchi's Chonmage beer is made only from water, hops, malt, and yeast, and offers a fine, creamy foam and soft, smooth mouthfeel. It also features plenty of beer yeast, which is believed to have various healthy benefits.
Now it's time to look at the characteristics of Chugoku area from all over Japan. This area faces Japanese Sea, so it gets snow when it's winter. It would melt and the water would help to grow grains like hops, barley. Some of them use wheat, which is made from wheat malt. It helps people feel like it has a refreshed taste, so that drinks tend to be easy to drink. Some areas in this area are famous for fruit, fish and yuzu from Okayama, lemon from Hiroshima, figs from Shimane are main materials which are used to add flavors. Fig is ichijiku in Japanese.
Next, let's look at the production and consumption of beer in the Chugoku region. There are some differences between each of them. First, in terms of production, Tottori, Yamaguchi, and Okayama are the largest consumers in that order. And in terms of consumption, Okayama, Yamaguchi, and Tottori are the largest beer producers in that order. As I mentioned, there is a clear difference in the appearance of prefectures on these graphs from both aspects, consumption and production.
I'll introduce the beer events in each prefecture. We can divide three sections. First is Hiroshima Oktoberfest and Yamaguchi Oktoberfest. Both of them are related to one of the biggest German beer festival, Oktoberfest. The organizers are broadcast companies, and they do similar events also in other prefectures. The second is Hawakoi Beer Festa in Okayama. In this event, you can feel more Hawaiian things, but the beers are from only Japanese company. The last section is Tottori Machinaka Beer Festa and Ama Beer Festival in Shimane. Both are focusing on Japanese craft beer. The purpose of those events is to enjoy Japanese craft beer.
Revisions to the liquor tax were decided in 2017 and will be implemented in three phases in 2020, 2023, and 2026. The main revisions include changes in the taxes imposed on different types of alcoholic beverages. Shown in the table are the monetary changes for October 2023. Taxes on beer and sake will be reduced, while those on Happōshu and new genres will be increased. Third beer are usually products that fall between beer and Happōshu. In this article, we will focus on beer. The amounts shown in the table are converted to 350 milliliters. The price of regular beer used to be 70 yen. But has dropped to about 63 yen with the recent revision of the law. The price of Happōshu remains unchanged at approximately 46 yen after the revision. The price of new beer was previously 37 yen but has increased significantly to 46 yen compared to other genres. From this, it can be said that expectation for new beer, which has become popular in recent years among those who are concerned about calories and those who prefer lighter alcohol content, are increasing.
In the end, this shows the number of drunk driving per year by prefecture. The smallest number is 4, and it is Tottori. This number is the smallest not only in Chugoku region, but also in Japan. The second smallest number is 7, and it is Shimane. This number is the third smallest in Japan. Following Tottori and Shimane, Yamaguchi has 15, and Okayama has 40. The biggest number is 50, and it is Hiroshima. This is the 13th biggest in Japan. As a side note, the biggest number in Japan is 166, and it is Tokyo. Also, the second biggest is 159, and it is Osaka. From these numbers, we can tell the Chugoku region has a small number for drunk driving in Japan. Thank you for listening.